Hello, YouTubers. This is Eric from Eazy Computer Solutions. Every Saturday night, this how we roll. It's party night. Another Saturday night. We gonna call this one Throwback Saturday. Well, we got a lot to talk about today. A lot to talk about. So we gonna get this podcast started in a few minutes. How y'all doing out there? This is Eric from Eazy Computer Solutions, and we do this live every Saturday night. Nice for you to join us. This is Throwback Saturday. Check this out for my Who Dat fans. Who Dat in the building. That's what I'm talking about. I got this special uh, bottle of wine from a good friend from that Who Dat Nation. So we're going to talk about the Who Dat today. Yes, indeed. Welcome. Welcome. Yes, indeed. That's what I'm talking about. And this video is always welcome. We're going to drink responsible tonight. But I tell you what, in a few minutes, I'm going to show you guys what I'm drinking tonight. This is Throwback Saturday, guys. And so, you know what? I'm not drinking this. And I'm not drinking this. Tonight, guys, this is what I'm drinking. Right here. This is what I'm drinking tonight. Leave a comment down below if you can guess what this is. So, yeah, this is what I'm drinking tonight. Leave a comment down below. Let me know if you know what I'm drinking. That's a D. It's Saturday, y'all. How's it going? This is Eric from Eazy Computer Solutions. Listen, before we get started here, I always got to give my disclaimer out. This is Saturday night. This is party night. And what we do on Saturday nights is kind of like PG-13. So if the kids is watching, I'm gonna keep it as PG as possible. But as the night go on, you never know what happens. I got a lot of stuff to talk about. I got a rant to talk about today. We're gonna get started. If you want to put a comment down below, and if you running the mobile version of YouTube, you cannot put a comment if you're using the mobile version of YouTube. All right, what you have to do is you have to go maybe download Chrome. So basically what you do is you download Chrome and you go to youtube.com, and let me go to my YouTube. Okay, and so what you do is once you go to youtube.com, you want to go to let's go to youtube.com. All right, and then once you go to youtube.com, you just have to search, go to the desktop. You want to go to the desktop. Okay, once you go to the desktop site, you're gonna your screen gonna look like this. Basically what you want to do is go to EAZY Computer Solutions. All right, so what you go ahead and put that in the search block, and you go to Eazy Computer Solutions, and you're going to see here, and I'm live, the first one on Eazy Computer Solutions. So when you press this, it's going to get you to me, and we don't want to do that. So, all right. Hey, that's right. I see the comments already. All right. And this way you put your comments at, okay? So if you are on the mobile version, you can't put comments in. You could only put the comments in on the desktop version. All right? I see you, Danny J, in the building. Danny J in the building. That's what I'm talking about. All right, so Danny J already made a comment. My guess is that a blue Hawaiian. Nope, this is not a blue Hawaiian. Let's take a look at this again. You see that? It's not Blue Hawaiian. Good guess though. That would be something I would guess. This is not Blue Hawaiian. What's up, Danny J? I see Danny J in the building. That's what I'm talking about. Good to see you. I know last time you wasn't in the building, but this week you're on deck. What's up to my Who Dat fans? Yeah, that's right. I got this special bottle of Camille 78 from a good bottle. A friend gave me this bottle. I haven't busted open yet. This is Throwback Saturday, y'all. So we're going to talk about, I got a lot of stuff to talk about today. A lot of stuff to talk about. So we're going to get started here. Man, I tell you what, good to see Danny J in the building. That's right. All right. So usually we do Q&A. So don't listen. Just put your comments down below. We're going to have us some fun today. I promise you. I got the music playing in the background. I'm drinking the bubbly. And I'm not drinking this slow. Believe me, I have a whole lot of this. But it's not Blue Hawaiian. You're going to trip out when I tell you what this is. And you can only get this in New Orleans. This drink is, listen, this is Throwback Saturday. You can only get this in New Orleans. So leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. And we're going to have us some fun. That's right. Danny J. I see you live in the building. What's up with you? All right. So let's go on and get some tech news out the way. Listen, I got a lot to talk about today. I mean, look, I've been waiting on this day for a long time. Look, this gonna be exciting today. And look, trust me, guys, you want to hang around to my rant portion of this video. Don't get me wrong. Q&A. I'm gonna answer all y'all questions. I had a lot of questions this week. A lot of things going on this week. It was a big week for tech. A huge week for tech. And we're going to talk about that for a second. And leave your comments down below. We're going to have some fun. That's right. And as I go through this video tonight, my live stream, we're going to talk about some things. I got the music playing in the background, so we're having fun. All right, so let's talk about some tech stuff today. Real quick, let's talk about some tech stuff. Look, this week was very big for Microsoft, very huge for Microsoft. If you don't know, I'm telling you, this week was huge for Microsoft. All right, and I'm gonna share some with you. Microsoft had they yearly keynote address, okay, which they talk about a lot of things. One of the things they talked about was, you know, new computers, new tablets, and new phones actually. But this one here was the biggest one. They talked about the Surface Book, and you know, I'm gonna talk about this very, very, very quickly. You know, if you're not into computers, you know, you can understand this. But look, here's the thing. This here is so important because Microsoft has came out with what their very first laptop, okay? And this thing is a beauty. Oh man, when I tell you this thing is a beauty, this thing is a beauty. Now, don't get me wrong, this thing gonna set you back, you know, $1,500 for the base model, but for the specs, I mean, this thing is a beauty. The keyboard looks real good. You know, and it comes with a pen. But I tell you what, and this is the Microsoft Surface Book right here. And I tell you what, I was so excited when I saw the keynote address. I actually saw the keynote address twice. I tell you what, I saw this new PC, and what it is it's detachable. So if you look at it, strange, kind of tall right here, but it's the same size as a Surface Pro 3. I'm sorry, no. This is not the Surface Pro 4. I'm sorry, this is a Surface Book. But yeah, it's got a detachable keyboard. Okay, so it's basically a laptop and a hybrid. and I mean, and it turns into a tablet, 13.5 inches. And man, I tell you what, it looks a beauty. Now, don't get me wrong, it's expensive now. This one here go set you back about $1,400 or $1,500. Now that's for the base model, which you get, I believe, 8 gigs of RAM, and you know all the bells and whistles. But yeah, I mean, this was right here was very good for tech. Man, I was excited to see this new laptop. Let's go to the Microsoft website here, and they introduced the Surface Book and the Surface Pro right here. So you have the Surface Book starting off at $14.99, and you have the new Surface Pro 4 start off at $8.99, and you have the Surface 3 for $4.99. Now we're gonna talk about a few of these differences for a second for people that's not really tech people, and it's like, you know what, I don't know what is all that crap. What do I need? So we're gonna talk about this for a second. The Surface Pro 4 is if you know anything about the Microsoft Surface, I got a Surface Pro 3. I do all my video editing and all my stuff on my Surface Pro 3. But this is a Surface Pro 4. It's more of a incremental update. I mean, they got the 6th generation processors in it. You know, they tweaked it a little bit, made it a little faster and stuff like that. They slimming the bezels and stuff like that. But you know, if you got a Surface Pro 3, you fine. But if you got a Surface Pro 2, yeah, you might want to, you know, maybe sell that when they get the Surface Pro 4. Now, the Surface Book, that one was a new thing that they talked about real quick. The Surface Book, they you know, I tell you what, this here is they competing with the MacBook Air or the MacBook Pro, I want to say, and you know, this machine is ultimate machine. And what they did, I mean, it's a touch screen. You can use the pen and everything. I mean, look at it, man. This thing is gorgeous. Yep. Yeah, but I mean, yeah, I understand $1,400. That'll set you back a little bit. But this is a very, very good laptop. And you know, it's one of the ones that, you know, kind of caught us off guard in the tech world. But man, for the most part, this here is gorgeous. I can't wait to kind of get my hands on it, man. This is ultimate right here. Okay, so let's talk about some of the tech specs. I don't want, you know, kind of get all it, because you know this is a real channel, so I don't kind of talk too much about specs. But a 3.5-inch screen. All right, you get your choice of 128, 256, 512, 1 terabyte of storage. Okay, that's gonna be important. 12 hours of battery life, man, and that's ultimate. You know, for very, very long battery life, and it comes with an i5 or i7 processor. Now, this is the one that got us all in the tech world. That it has integrated. You can get a choice of an integrated graphics chip by NVIDIA. So yes, this is big time right here. And look, I've saw a lot of tech reviewers on there, and I'm gonna talk about that later on today. But a lot of tech reviewers talk about that the Surface, this is not a gaming laptop and all that stuff, but with a dedicated GPU, you can run some games on here. It's 16 gigs of RAM, man. I tell you what. But here's a catch: for the high-end model, for the very, very high-end model, guys, the price is astronomical. For all the bells and whistles, let's go down and look at the pricing here. So we got the base model with the 128 gigs or 8 gigs of RAM. That's going to be the $14.99. And if you go all the way up to the Core i7 with dedicated GPU with 16 gigs of RAM, the price is definitely kind of high at $2,600. Now I know a lot of people say, "God damn, that's a lot of money." Yeah, but you know, for what you're getting here, you know, if you know about computers, and you are into the professional computer business, $26.99 is about the norm for high-end computers. So yeah, just want to kind of touch bases on that. And also, uh, they talked about the new phones, guys. And you know, we don't usually talk about uh, Microsoft phones on this channel, but I tell you what they did here, man. This is the new Lumia 950 XL. Has an octa-core processor in it, 3 gigs of RAM, all the bells and whistles. The phone, you know, it looks okay. Not too bad. You know, got the little camera hump. But what's so exciting about this phone is that Microsoft did something spectacular at their keynote address. Okay, uh, what they did was they took this phone and plugged it up to a monitor with a like a hub or something that you can buy with it, and the phone turned into a full-fledged PC. And that was nice. I mean, it has a 5.7-inch screen, has an octa-core processor, USB Type C, and all that stuff like that. But let me tell you what, man, this was was nice. This was nice. So, we just kind of be on the lookout for that because it's coming soon. It's definitely coming. Okay. Now, a lot of things been going around on the web about this new BlackBerry phone. Okay, and for all y'all BlackBerry people that thought that BlackBerry was dead, unfortunately, BlackBerry is not dead. I hear you, Danny J, about the Surface. All right, but look, here's the thing. Let's go back to Microsoft for a second. All right, let's go back to Microsoft for a second. Okay, and but the Surface Book is more catered to high end. Okay, it's not and we know $1,400. That's more catered to high end. Now, the Surface Pro 4, actually, the Surface Pro 3, when it first came out with 128 gigs, was $999. So actually, for the 128 gigs, it went down $100. So this is a pretty good buy if you're looking for a pretty good PC. Now, the Surface 3, it has kind of low end specs, but it gets the job done. Look, I recommend this PC if you're a college student and you need a very good PC to run Windows. The Surface 3 is a good buy. Definitely a good buy. Now, here's the thing. When you buy the Surface 3, it don't come with the keyboard. So you got to spend a little money. Or if you got a Bluetooth keyboard, you don't need this. So, yes, but let's get back to this BlackBerry thing. All right. So for a while, us tech reviewers been hearing about this BlackBerry thing for a long time. Now, this new BlackBerry phone, they call it a BlackBerry Curve or something like that. It has a slide keyboard that comes out. It's supposed to be very thin, and it's supposed to run Android. Now, listen to this. BlackBerry is running Android, but it has some BlackBerry stuff with it. But this is the new BlackBerry phone that everybody, all the kind of the tech industry, been kind of looking at for a little while. So if you're into BlackBerry, this device here is definitely on the forefront. It's supposed to have 18 megapixel camera, Snapdragon 808. I mean, it's called a BlackBerry Perv. So yes, that's coming out. So look, if you're not into tech, you probably say, well, why is he talking about all this? I'm gonna tell you, this is the type of stuff you're gonna see on commercials in the next couple of months. And look, and while we talking about that, let me get to my next subject here. Okay, and I don't want my rant to start yet, but what I want to say is this, and I'm kind of getting off subject here, and I just want to make sure everybody understand this. I started this YouTube channel to give out my honest opinion and real information. The reason why I say this is because they have channels out there, YouTube channels that's bought out by the industry, bought out by OEMs, we call them, and by the carriers. So what happened was, this say turn this off for a second because I want you to hear this. What happened is a lot of people go online before they go out and buy a product. Or just say you're about to start college and you want to buy a PC, or you want to buy a phone, or you want to buy a tablet. What the first thing you do? You do your research. You go online, you go to YouTube, and you put that device in, and then you watch a video. And not a lot of these videos you watch, you will hear a lot of tech reviewers say, "Oh, this is a great phone. This is good, man. This is one of the best phones. It gives you all day battery life. This is very fast." And they run down the specs. And a normal person don't know nothing about specs. You're like, "Oh, I don't. It's a pretty computer, or it's a pretty tablet, or it's a pretty." You're looking at cosmetics. So what happened with me was, I went out and bought all this stuff, right? And man, it was crap. They lied to you. Listen, a lot of tech reviewers give you a lot of false information. And I'm going to say this, and I know a lot of tech reviewers get pissed off, and I don't care. I started this channel to be real. Number one, I will be real. If you have a tech question, look, I got college degrees, so I don't care what anybody say. If you have a tech question about a computer, about a phone, about a tablet, anything dealing with technology and electronics, if you leave a comment down or if you send me an email, I will do my best to answer truthfully and honestly. If it suck, it suck. I won't never tell anybody to buy a device or buy a phone or buy anything. Look, let me put this in perspective. You guys remember when the iPhone first came out, the iPhone 3G, the iPhone 3GS, the iPhone 4. Remember when them phones came out? The tech reviews was like, "Oh yeah, it's the best phone. Yeah, it was gorgeous, long battery life. I mean, when you get an iPhone, I mean, it was the best." And what happened? What happened up to this day? What happened? You get an iPhone, the battery life sucks. Come on. And how many times have you went on a tech site and they say that the iPhone 6 or the iPhone 5S or the iPhone 5, iPhone 4 battery life will get you through the day? That's a lie. I'm telling you, this is one of the reasons why I started my YouTube channel, because they lie. And they got a lot of YouTubers out there that get bought because, look, this is how the industry is, guys. People get sponsorships. People get free devices. People get sent. And listen, if you get something from Verizon or AT&T or Samsung, and they tell you to review their product, or listen, and you wouldn't give them a bad review. You'll give them the best review because they pay you, or they send you merchandise for free. So just keep that in mind. Listen, I get all my own product, I buy my own stuff. I'm not bought out by the industry, but I could tell you, at me being a YouTuber, me being in this industry, that yes, some tech reviewers, especially the tech world, give you false information. That's bullshit. But I'm here to tell you that I won't get bought out, and I kind of put this in perspective. I have received an email from an unknown source for me to review their product. But they want me to review obviously they probably will want me to review their product favorably. And I know, I give them this. I won't do it. I'm a YouTuber. I'm an honest YouTuber. This channel will get real. And look, here's the thing. A lot of people say, well, people get paid by YouTube. Look, here's the thing. Here's an honest truth about this YouTube stuff. If you're going to be a YouTuber, do it as a hobby. A lot of you look, if you don't think about the money, do it as a hobby, do it as something that you like to do. And when stuff like that. But if you into doing YouTube and get paid by OEMs and stuff, look, each his own. Get paid. If you want to get paid, get paid. I don't care. But I'm gonna keep this channel real. And I know I always watch a lot of YouTube channels and stuff like that. But I'm gonna tell you, if you know anything about this channel, if you watch any of my videos is as real as it get. I don't do a lot of video editing. I keep my YouTube channel real. That's number one. All right. So I want to get that out the way. All right. So for the most part, that's the tech news of the week. All right. So I did a couple of videos this week, and I got a couple of comments, and I'm gonna go through Q&A. I see you, Dan and Jay. Yes, the Microsoft can keep the computer. I hear you, Dan and Jay. You know, but before I continue, I want to show this again. If you can name what I'm drinking, and nobody ain't gonna name this. This is an unusual drink, by the way. Leave a comment down below. Let me know. It's not a Blue Hawaiian. You close, Danny J. You close. For my Who Dat fans out there, I got a bottle of that Who Dat stuff. Somebody gave me this bottle. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Not tonight, though. We got to win tomorrow. We'll talk about sports in a minute. But I want to get over some of the things happened this week in the tech world. But yeah. All right. So getting back into and everybody knew about the iPhone back then, but everybody had to have it. Now we got the iPhone 6. Here, look, they got a lot of news coming out about the iPhone, saying that the iPhone uses 2 different chipsets from 2 different manufacturers. And so you got this controversy about that too. So that's going around also. And look, it's so funny. I did a video. Look, let me stop this for a second. Listen. I did a video. Check this video out. Anybody that followed me on Twitter and Facebook, you probably saw the video and you probably watched it. Look, teenagers ain't gonna like this. I did a video that shows parents how to monitor their phones. Let's say you had your child got an iPhone. I'm gonna do a recap tonight. If you watching this live, I'm gonna do a recap about that. A lot of the teenagers don't want you to know this. All right, but I'm gonna go to this. Look, 99% of the teenagers got iPhones, and you as a parent, you say, "Yeah, I got my child with an iPhone." You want to bless them with an iPhone. Now these are the 90s. What I'm saying, the 90s. It's 2015. Everybody got a phone. All right. And I know this is Throwback Saturday. Yeah, we're going to talk about some throwback stuff. So as a parent, you say, well, I want to make sure that my teenager child, don't download certain things. Don't look at certain things. Don't do certain things. Well, here's what you can do. And look, the teenage child, I don't care who they are, they can't change it. And if you're listening to this, watch very carefully. And I know I did a video about this. You can check that video out. It's called Parental Control. So you got the iPhone. As a parent, listen to this. And even if I got teenagers watching it, I'm going to talk about that too in a second. You go to settings. Check this out, right? Go to general, and if you got iPhone, do this. All right, before you give it back to your child. Right here, it's got what's called restrictions. All right. So once you click on restrictions, you hit yes, you want to start restrictions. All right. Then you put in a password. Remember this password. Do not give this password out to Susie or Billy. Okay. So now, once you get in here is the fun stuff. You got Safari, you got camera, you got Siri, you got FaceTime. Now, let me tell you something about FaceTime, guys. This is very important. FaceTime is important because if you got, let's say you're on a 5 gig data plan, teenagers FaceTime all the time. So if you're on a 5 gig data plan, listen, turn FaceTime off. Because just think about it. If they're not in Wi-Fi and they use FaceTime, they use a lot of data. So what you can do is, hey, it can be petty. I don't matter because it's your child. You could do this. You could turn off FaceTime, so they won't utilize data while they're away from the house. Right here, Safari, you could turn Safari off. Just say you got Billy watching a lot of porn and you're getting tired of it. Turn Safari off. He can't watch it if he can't get to it. Right here, iTunes. Just say Susie keep on buying music from the iTunes store. Turn off Apple Music and turn off the iTunes store. They can't buy music. And remember, only you has the code. All right. Same thing with news. Installing apps. Guess what? If you turn this off, they cannot install no apps. It don't matter if they got the fingerprint scanner. Don't matter. Delete apps. Just say if you put specific apps, something like Find My iPhone, some location services or something, and what happens? Susie deleted. Here, you do not have to delete it. They can't delete it because they need your password. And in-app purchases. Listen, remember a while back when it was on the news, some kid bought what $10,000 worth of in-app purchases. Right here, you could turn that off because if you play games and they say you playing Clash of Clans or some type of game, they call it in-app purchases, and you lose a life. They say, listen, for 99 cents, you could buy 3 lives. And what happens? What happens? They press it. And every time they lose, they keep pressing, keep pressing. So what happens is it adds to the bill. Or if you have a credit card, it keep on charging your credit card over and over and over again. Turn this off. All right, so here, down at the bottom, they got movies. You have G, PG, PG-13 right here. You could set those things right here. This is important. Websites. And if you click on website, they got limit adult content. And you can have specific websites only. You can, like, if you don't want Joe Blow or Tommy or Tom to go on that porn website, you can limit adult content so they are not able to go on their website. So this is very important. Watch my video. I go into complete details about parental control. Listen, parents, don't give your kid a phone and don't know what's going on. Remember that. Listen, what you say. Oh, I trust Susie. I trust Billy. Listen, they're teenagers. Remember when you was a teenager? This is Throwback Saturday. Remember the stuff we used to do back in the day. Remember you used to sneak out the house. Remember you used to do things when your parents were asleep. Remember you used to get that present underneath the tree 2 days before Christmas, knowing your parents that wrapped it up and put it underneath the Christmas tree. So you was a teenager. Listen, when we was teenagers, we didn't have this stuff. And I'm not talking about my age right now, but you know who you are. You know when you didn't have this type of stuff back then. Look, this channel is an educational channel. And a lot of teenagers might say, man, this sucks. I'm not going to give my parents the phone. No, listen, if you pay the bill every month, then you should be able to go in here and change whatever you want. Remember, restrictions. All right, so let's talk about Android. If you run an Android Lollipop, again, watch my video on parental controls. If you run a Lollipop, or if you run in the lower version than Lollipop, that's the operating system, by the way. I say Lollipop and all that stuff like that. If you run in a version of Lollipop, and they took this away, Android took this away, but in the lower versions, you might find this. Go into your settings. In your settings, you might see something that says parental control. Okay, then you do that in your settings. But on Lollipop, they took that away. But I'm going to show you how to do this. Parents, get your teenager phone. If you got an Android phone, follow these directions and watch my video. All right, so you want to go to the Google Play Store. Go to the Google Play Store. All right, and once you go into the Google Play Store, let me show you something here. When you go into the Google Play Store, what you see is this. This is what you see in the Google Play Store. Right here at the top, these three little hamburger lines, I call it. You click that and you have all your account stuff. You want to go all the way down to settings. And settings right here, they got what's called user control, parent control. All right. So when you click that and when you turn it on, it asks you to create a pin. Okay, so let's create a pin. Uh, get that off camera because I want to remember your pin. Remember your pin. All right, so once you put your pin in twice, obviously you got to put it in twice. All right, now right here, you can restrict apps, movies, TVs, books, music. Just say you don't want your child to listen to all the explicit music. Right here, you can restrict the music. So that's on Android. Watch my video. I just posted a video yesterday, I believe, and that is very important. All right, let's get back to the music here. I just wanted to make sure that everybody can see that. All right. Again, if you're watching this stream live, if you could name what this is, let me know. All right. Now I blew a wine though, but it's good. Oh man. If you're in the live stream, give me a thumbs up, by the way. Thumbs up, let me know that you're here. All right. So check that video out. And but this is Throwback Thursday. Throwback Thursday. Throwback Saturday. Yep. Remember, listen, I'm talking to my New Orleans people right now. And if you're watching this stream out of town and you're in another city, another country or whatever, down in New Orleans, we had this one spot that every Sunday, no matter what, we used to get together every Sunday. We used to call it the Lakefront. We used to call it Lakefront of New Orleans. All right. And this is throwback because you kind of sort of don't have it the way it used to be. And we talking about before Katrina. And so every week we always gather up as friends and family and talk about, look, we go get the miniature barbecue pits, and we go get a case of beer, ice chest. We're gonna go out there to the lakefront. We gonna hang out, just shoot the breeze, have some fun. Do y'all guys listen? If you're from New Orleans, Louisiana, even if you relocated to Houston or a different state, if you're watching this live, or I will upload this to YouTube, you remember that, man? That used to be the bomb. No problems, no trouble. We had hundreds of us hanging out, no fighting, no violence, no nothing. It was fun. They had the motorcycle people out there, people with the booming system. I mean, man, it was beautiful. It was nice. Listen, that was the old days. I mean, man, you had to love it. You had to love it. That was, great back in the day. And, man, you always wish those times would come back, man, because, of course we done got older and we, things got a lot different now than it used to be. But, man, back in the day, oh, man, it was like heaven. And, that's why I say, you know what, I'm going to have Throwback Saturday. We're going to talk about some old times. Old times. Remember, we still do this to this day. Saints in Atlanta. That's like the biggest rivalry of New Orleans. If you don't beat any team, you have to beat Saints. You got to go to a Saints in Atlanta game. I mean, you have fun. You got DJ Captain Charles. He rent out the whole suite when you go to Atlanta. And, I mean, it's a blast. Everybody from New Orleans go. We got what's called bus rides. I mean, it's like a blast. I mean, it's like, you have so much fun, and it's clean fun. We'll go out there, we shoot, we hoot at all the way to Atlanta. 6-7 hours, we on the bus. and we hoot at all the way to Atlanta. When we get to the dome, we hoot at in the parking lot, hoot at in the. I mean, even if we lost the game, we still have fun, and it's clean fun, and but nah, man. I mean, it's just we still do it today, but man, I wish those was fun times, y'all. Look, you have to remember, and this is Throwback Saturday. We didn't have cell phones, man. You know, look, think about this for a second. It was no YouTube. It was no, I mean, you had computers, man. What, Windows NT, Windows 95, and a lot of people didn't have that. We didn't have. Look, you had music. You had not even back to 8-track tapes, but when we used to DJ, we used to have records, crates and crates of records, man. Oh man, we used to have big old amplifiers, big old speaker, big old JBLs, and yeah, man, that was fun. We used to have a little this, and it was clean, and it was one of those days, one of those times that you love to be an American. I mean, it was clean, it was fun, but I understand times have changed, technology have changed and stuff, but man, who we are is who we are. And I grew up, man. I grew up, and I wish that things wouldn't change as much as it changed, but it has. We got some crazy crap going on out here in this world, and a couple of podcasts before I talked about parents keep an eye on their kids, because down here in New Orleans we had a child got abducted and stuff like that, man. I mean, it's crazy right now, but for the most part, man, times have changed. I can tell you how much time changed. I mean, look, man, think about the times now when we got a freaking Donald Trump going out for president. Listen, never in my life, two things in my life I would never thought I would see. I never thought I would see a black president, and I would never thought I would see Donald Trump going for president. And this, and well, I never thought that I'll see a female going out for president. We got two females, Hillary Clinton and the other young lady going out for president. But it's, man, one of those things that I won't get too political. This ain't no political channel. But man, for the most part, going back through the day when we had Bush and stuff like that, man, it just times have changed. Times have changed. Now, I'm gonna tell you how much times have changed. And if you're watching my channel live, thank you very much. This is gonna get uploaded to YouTube, so that's okay if you missed it. I know it's a Saturday night, 8 o'clock. All the kids in the bed. You might be out having a few of these. That's okay. Look, tell you how times have changed, and this is Throwback Saturday. Who that, baby? Who that? Think about this for a second. And we have to really think about this, people. I have an educational channel which I show reviews on tech product and computers, and I do how-tos. I do tutorials on how to help the young kids or the adult or maybe the elderly learn about computers and phone. Listen, if I would take this phone and give it to my grandmother, rest in peace her soul, she wouldn't even know anything to do about it. But now with YouTube, you got YouTube channels where you could go in and find out how to do it. This, say for instance, back when you was in school, math was very bad. Mathematics, I mean, it was terrible. But now they have YouTube channels that will help you through math. Look, when I in college, when I wanted to learn something, I needed the help with something, I will always go to YouTube to get help, especially with math. Now, and that's educational channels. But what happened is, it happens a lot. It happens on my channel. We get, I get a lot of views. Thank you guys for watching my channel. I'm only been here for 4 months or 3 months, 3 months, 2 months or 3 months since I've been on air, and I get a few views. No big deal. But what I'm saying is, if you have a YouTube channel or video with fight, murder, somebody get beat up, stuff like that, they get millions and millions of views. And that's the part where culture have changed. And look, there's a difference between comedy and fights and murders. That's not funny. That's how society have changed. And they'll watch that before they sit down with their kids and help them with their homework or something like that. And they will understand why kids are becoming bad and why they can't learn or they need help, but nobody don't want to help them. I get a lot of comments. I get a lot of YouTubers out there. A lot of people ask me for help. And I make videos on helping people. And right now, the biggest thing is college. Now, a lot of people going to college. A lot of people need help with finding a good PC. And I get a lot of comments about that, about what's a good PC to buy. Listen, I'm going to tell you, don't be swayed by cosmetics, okay? Don't be swayed by, oh, it looks pretty. How does it perform? And will it last through the future? That's the number one thing you need to understand in the tech industry. When you go out and buy a product, how does it perform? And a lot of people say, well, I don't know nothing about this tech stuff. I just need a computer. Listen, it's not about that. It's about what you want to learn. You got to remember one thing. If you buy something, if you spend your hard-earned money on something, you want it to last. So I get a lot of questions about that, and I try to answer being real about it as much as I can. But I get that a lot. All right, so I'm gonna go through some of my Q&A for this week. Look, I'm gonna tell you, I got about 140 videos, 130 videos on my channel, and I get a lot of questions. People ask a lot of questions, and I try to take time to answer some of the questions. And that's what I'm going to do on Saturdays. I like to answer my questions live. So here I got Danny J. What the price Microsoft can keep it. Yeah, look, I understand that. All right, so I did the review. Oh man, I'm gonna talk about this for a second about the Galaxy Note 5. All right, this gonna trip your head out. Right here, push this to the side. I just did my 1 month review with the Galaxy Note 5. Check that video out. But since I'm live, this is Throwback Saturday. I don't care. I mean, we gonna talk about it. First of all, let's get us a sip. Drink responsibly. I'm coming. I'm looking at a text message. All right. So I talked about the Galaxy Note 5. About 1 month with the Galaxy Note 5, guys. Oh man, it was a rant video. Y'all ready for this? I'm having problems with the Galaxy Note 5. Let me take a sip. Look, again, if you just came into the stream, I posed a question. This is Throwback Saturday. What am I drinking? Leave a comment down below. Let me know. Blue Hawaiian. Nope, it's not Blue Hawaiian. You can only get this drink in New Orleans. So leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. All right, the Galaxy Note 5. Watch my video. You're going to see me talk about the Galaxy Note 5. Listen, I'm pissed off at the Galaxy Note 5 right now. And a lot of people say, oh, man. Yes, I call this phone the best Note, best phone. I call this the king of 2015. And I call the Galaxy S6 Edge Plus the queen because she's golden, beautiful, edgy. So I call this the queen of 2015. But I call this the king of 2015. I gave the Galaxy Note 5 a 7 out of 10. And it lost a lot of points. Why? Because of the lag. Look, Samsung has put their own octa-core processor in here, 4 gigs of RAM in there, 4 gigs of RAM. Let me put that in perspective, guys. If you have a lap, they got newer laptops out there, and I know this is a mobile OS. I'm just trying to do some comparisons here. The iPhone 6, now this is 6S. The iPhone 6 has 1 gig of RAM and it runs smooth. Okay. iPhone 6, the iPhone 5S, I believe, has 1 gig of RAM. The Galaxy Note 5 has 4 gigs of RAM. 4 gigs of RAM. It has an octa-core processor. What that means, it has 8 cores. 8 freaking cores in this device. And I get lag in it. What happened is Samsung had put what we call TouchWiz on top of Android. And what happens is it lags the device. Now, listen, it's a lot. I can deal with some lag. I've done some tweaks with it to get this to run better. But when I did my initial review, I was excited. This phone ran fast. I mean, no problem. But give you a prime example. I'm going to open up my Clash of Clans. All right? Now, Clash of Clans is loaded. Don't get me wrong. The phone itself is fast. But here's the lag problem. Just say, okay, look, with the most powerful processor on the planet, it shouldn't do this. Look at that. That's what I'm talking about. Right there. Ain't no way I should be able to hit that home button and it takes 2 to 3 seconds to close out that game. No way. I'm sorry. That's, to me, that's an issue. That's an issue. There's no way it takes that long to close an app. Now, you might say, oh, I got all these apps open. Look, 4 gigs of RAM. You should have these issues with this. And look, don't get me wrong. To me, I still say that the Galaxy Note 5 is a good device. And if you're watching this stream on YouTube or you're watching this stream live, leave me a comment down below. I still say that this phone is better than the Galaxy Note 4. But I can't understand. Now, the Galaxy S6 Edge Plus, listen. The Galaxy S6 Edge Plus, and let me get this back up and running. I got my 1-month review coming out for this phone. The Galaxy S6 Edge Plus and the Galaxy Note has the same processors. It's clocked the same way. It has 4 gigs of RAM. The Galaxy S6 Edge Plus runs circles around the Note 5. And I understand the Note 5 has extra software in it and stuff like that, but I don't understand. So they may have some updates coming for this phone and stuff like that, but for the most part, I'm telling you, there's some issues. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think. Because there's no way that with this processor that this phone should lag. But yes, I'm getting lag problem, and I still say that this is one of the best phones of 2015. Listen, I'm not gonna sit up here and call the iPhone 6s the best phone of 2015. Don't get me wrong, the iPhone 6s Plus is a great device. I mean, it's tied. I mean, it's close, man. It's close, but I have to wait. I have to wait because I got another other phones coming out before I, give my reason of switching of the best phones of 2015. Listen, to me, the best phone of 2015 is the Galaxy S6 Edge Plus or the iPhone 6s Plus. Both of them run a tie. If you're an iPhone fan, listen, the iPhone 6s Plus is a great device. It has 2 gigs of RAM, has a beefed up processor. It runs fast. Now, I got questions about the battery life. I'm doing battery life tests on the iPhone 6 Plus right now. But man, I got questions about listen, the iPhone 6 Plus of 2014 battery lasts forever. But the iPhone 6s Plus battery is questionable. It's very questionable. I'm having issues with that. Just letting you know. This video is brought to you by Drink Responsible. All right. Never. I'm checking out some comments on Twitter. Listen, if you're on my Twitter handle is DJ Eazy 416 on Twitter. All right. On Twitter. All right. So let me get back to my Q&A. I don't want, shred your name, but he said that this is one of the most honest reviews for the Note 5 I've seen. Look, and this is what I'm talking about. He make a comment about I'm one of the honest reviews that he ever had on the Note 5. And this is he watched my rant video. He watched my Note 5 video, and look, and this is what I'm talking about. I'm real with my channel, definitely. So look, don't get me wrong. I said it that the Note 5 was a great device. But this is why I do multiple reviews on the same device, so I can give you guys the honest opinion about why you should or why you should not buy this device. To me, I think it's still a good buy. All right. And Darren, he left a comment here. He said, I'm liking the skin combo on the back, but hard to believe that didn't customize to be Sync's colors. Well, he's talking about my Galaxy Note 5. And since I'm a Sync's guy, he might be questioning why I got red up here, but I don't know. I went with red. I couldn't find gold. So, yes. And he also commented about the Note 5. Yeah, I mean it sucks. The overlay over Note 5 sucks. All right, so Darren, man, thumbs up to you. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Cyber Burrow made a comment saying that he's so glad he bought the iPad Air 2. He haven't found a video like the iPad 2 benchmark test. Look, I did a benchmark test video with the iPad Air 2. Check it out. I mean, for a lot of geeks that like to look at peer numbers, that's something you can watch. Definitely watch that video. That video is a great video to watch. Also, watch my video. Watch this video on how I did video editing on the iPad Air 2. Look, it was hard, but I did it. All right, right here. And again, if guys listen, I get hundreds of comments every week about products and services. Okay, so I answer every comment that I get. I answer all comments. If you see a comment, you see Easy Computer Solution. You see a comment, you see Easy Computer Solution. I answer every comment. It's hard because I get so many comments a week. So I answer all my comments as I go. All right, Stanley Mose put a comment in saying Apple is robbing people. Only a stupid person will buy the iPad or so-called iPad Pro. Look, he talked about one of the videos that I put up about the iPad Pro. Look, the iPad Pro costs $800, and it ain't nothing but an iPad. Let's be real. Yeah, they got some beefed up specs in it, but come on, man. iPad Pro, and once it comes in next month. It ain't nothing but an iPad. So definitely, he right on point with that about the iPad. Right here, let's see. Again, another comment on the iPad video, on the iPhone video. Thanks for the video, very informative. Usually I order the bestseller here. It comes with exciting stuff. He placed a comment about the iPhone. And here I follow the steps correctly, but I can't get a connection between between the Note 5 and YouTube. All right, so here's the thing. One of the functionalities of the Note 5 and the Galaxy S6 Edge Plus is broadcasting live to YouTube. Now I've done this. I broadcast live with YouTube with my phone, but they didn't tell you all the stuff you got to do to make it work. I did a video on how to make it work. Watch my video on how to broadcast live with your Note 5 or your Galaxy S6 Edge Plus straight to YouTube. It's a few things you got to do. You just can't press the YouTube button and do it. They didn't tell you all that. You do have to go to your Google Plus page. You have to make sure you have a password. Your password has to be the same on your phone, and also your username that might be different from YouTube. It's a mess. Trust me. Watch the video. It clarifies a whole lot. Again, if you're watching this video, let me know what you see here. What you think I'm drinking here. Leave a comment down below. Let me know. I'm going to let you know at the end of this broadcast what I'm drinking. But after I drink it all up, All right, so, and I answered that question. So another commenter here, and let's go on and I got a comment from Black Cat again. $8.99 not worth to get a MacBook. And this is another comment from my iPad Pro video. No, I'm sorry, $8.99. Yeah, I think it's $8.99. I believe. Let me see. Let me make sure. I don't want to steer wrong here. Surface. Oh, okay. I talked about the Surface Pro 4. Surface Pro 4, they commented and said, just get a MacBook. Look, let me tell you something. If you're not in the Mac ecosystem, then I would tell you get a MacBook. But now, I mean, Microsoft has stepped up to the plate, man. I don't know. Right now, I can't see myself recommending Apple right now to Apple come out with a better MacBook. Let's be real. Apple charge you $1,599 or $1,600 for an i5 processor and 128 gigs of storage. The only thing you're getting is Mac OS. I mean, come on, man. Let's be real. All the internals is the same. I mean, look, a lot of people might disagree with me. Look, if you're rocking an Intel i5 processor or i7 processor, and you got 4 to 8 to 16 gigs of RAM, and you have a great cooling system, and you have large batteries to keep you running. The only thing different is the operating system. Come on, let's be real. Apple charging, $2,000 for MacBook Pro with an i7 processor with I think 8, maybe 16, 8 gigs of RAM, and they're charging $2,200. Come on, man, that's a lot of money. So I don't, I don't agree with that. So all my Who Dat fans, there you go. Let me put that in the shot for a second. That's right, Throwback Saturday. All right, so I helped this guy out, Shim God. He has a Dell computer, and it was running slow. He hit me up a couple of times, and he didn't know how to get it in to recovery. And we was going back and forth a few times. So this is what I do. I help people. We was going back and forth, back and forth. I was trying to help him too, and I hopefully he got it right. And yeah, he got it right. All right, so here, Andy Lee said, why don't I just get a MacBook? I already have one, but I'm still picking up the iPad Pro. Listen, if you got money to burn, and if you don't have an iPad, and you're in college, and watch my video with the iPad in college. It's a great device for school. But here's the thing. Before you spend $800 on a 32 gigs, that's only 32 gigs. Now, by the time you get the iPad, you might have 26 gigs or so. Now, with a 26 gig iPhone, you could get an iPad. I'm sorry, I'm saying iPhone. Talk about the iPad. You could get an iPad Air 2 for $499 or $599 for a 64 gig. That would be my recommendation before getting the iPad Pro. I mean, I wouldn't get an iPad Pro 32 gigs. I'd get an iPad Air 2 with 64 gigs. It's the same functionality as the iPad Pro, but just a smaller screen. That's all. Come on, let's be real. Throwback Saturday. All right. All right. So Drew D said, thanks, bro. I'm going to look into Cheers. Drew D said he picked up the Edge Plus and was wondering what kind of screen protector I use. All right. So on the Galaxy S6 Edge Plus, if you see here, I use look, they don't make a glass screen protector for the Galaxy S6 Edge Plus. So I use the I believe the Spigen or let's see if I got it. I don't know. Check that video out, but I did use a screen protector that wraps around, that covers the edge and edge, and I also use a screen protector on the back. So I use a screen protector in the front, screen protector on the back, and I use a clear case to showcase all the beauty. So yeah, check that video out. All right, so enough of that. Look, I if you could tell that I get a lot of comments, but look, keep them coming. I love the comments. I answer all my comments, and I mean I get plenty comments about some of the videos. Some of them good, some of them bad. That's okay. I answer the bad ones too. I answer the bad comments too, so it's okay. Keep them coming. Keep all the comments coming. I love it. All right, let's see what else I got. All right, so let's talk about sports for a second. All right, so the New Orleans Saints is playing the New York Giants, I believe, tomorrow in the Superdome. Make sure. The New Orleans Saints is playing the New York Giants, I believe, tomorrow. Let me make sure. I'm a Who Dat fan. I'm sorry. Playing Philadelphia tomorrow. Not the New York Giants. We're playing Philadelphia tomorrow. So the New Orleans Saints is playing Philadelphia tomorrow. Chicago's playing Kansas City. Seattle's playing Cincinnati. Washington is playing Atlanta. And let's see here. Tampa Bay is playing Jacksonville. Baltimore is playing Cincinnati. I mean Cleveland. Buffalo is playing Tennessee. The Steelers is playing Green Bay. Arizona is playing Detroit. And New England is playing Dallas. Oh, man. Dallas go get another L. Love it. I love it. All right. So, for the most part, we should be good to go to win this game. Now, I believe we are at Philly. So we're playing Philly. Look, watch my video every Monday morning called Monday Morning Hangover, which I discuss everything that happened over the past weekend. A little short video. I mean, last week I was on location. Look, I was at Starbucks last week, and it was a blast, man. I had fun. I used sucking up their Wi-Fi, man, and was broadcasting live. And I don't know where I'm going to be at this Monday, but, man, that was fun. Check me out, 10 o'clock every Monday morning. But, yeah, I mean, listen. Then next Thursday, guys, New Orleans is playing Atlanta. Thursday night football. So, man, I'm going to tell you, if you don't think that we're going to pull it off, let me know down in the comments. We can win 2 games. Now, look, I know Atlanta, is playing very good right now. They're undefeated. But I need all my Who Dat fans to cheer on the Saints for these next couple of days. And, go Who Dat, baby. That's what I'm talking about. If you could tell me what I'm drinking here, I'm going to let you know in a few minutes. All right. So, all my Who Dat fans in the building, what's up with you? Now, this week, I got a couple of videos coming out. I'm going to do some Microsoft videos. I'm going to try to get some hands-on with the new Microsoft tablet, the Surface 4, and the book, the Surface book. So I'm going to get some hands-on with that this week. So be on the lookout for those videos. I'm going to give you my honest answers, my honest opinion about those videos. Also, be on the lookout for the Galaxy S6 Edge Plus 1 month review. That's coming out. And I'm going to try to see if I can get some Windows Phone reviews in. So be on the lookout for those Windows Phone reviews coming up next week. That's going to be a blast. So, yeah. But if you have any reviews or any questions about computers, tablets, or anything that you want me to find out about, or review, or answer any questions, leave a comment down below or email me. Or go on my Twitter, go on my Facebook, follow me on Instagram, Eazy Computer Solutions on Instagram. Just follow me. We got you covered. All right. So, at the end of the day, talk about what I got here. Pause there for a second. This drink is called a kryptonite. And the reason why I wanted to wait until I got knee deep, look, I promise you that if this is a drink that's called kryptonite. It's made with some of the finest liqueurs, and they give it that color, and it's called kryptonite. Now, if you want to know where you can get this drink at, leave me a comment down below or email me. Hit my Twitter at Eazy at DJ Eazy 416, or hit me up on Facebook, and I will tell you in New Orleans where you can get this kryptonite. This here is the most potent, strongest drink that you could ever get besides drinking stuff straight. It has a little fruity taste to it. Not too much fruity, but since it's Throwback Saturday, I wanted to get something that's throwback. Cause look, I y'all know that I usually drink my Crown, but today, since it's Throwback Saturday, I went with what I call a kryptonite. And this is just as potent as a Crown, but hey, this is a kryptonite. So Danny J, you was almost right, but not quite right. That was what I'm drinking is a kryptonite. Yep. So, all right, guys. I tell you what, we had some fun tonight. Always have some fun. And it's Saturday night, Throwback Saturday. I'm Eric with Eazy Computer Solutions. This is what I'm talking about. Look, I know I did some ranting today, but and look, I just want to make this clear. I know this video going on YouTube. And you have to remember that a lot of people, and look, I want to get this out the way real quick before I finish what I'm saying. I found out that I have, and I'm going to show you guys this, that 75 to 80% of my YouTubers are females. That got me like, wow, I didn't know that. So I go to my analytics, and I'm going to show y'all the graph. This is funny, 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 funny. Okay, so right here it says gender. And of course, YouTube always track this stuff. 60%, 63% of my viewers and my, I guess, my subscribers is females. And 37% of my viewers is male. So that's pretty interesting. When I first started my YouTube channel, it was 98% male and like 2% female. But now I got 63% female that watch my channel. So that's interesting. That's very interesting. I guess I like to share that, and so I would assume that if I got that female, welcome to all the ladies. I know I say guys all the time, and I'm up to 1,114 subscribers. Last time I had a video, I had just hit 1,000 subscribers. So the last time I checked, I didn't gained in 1 week, week and a half, over 114 subscribers. So I'm up to maybe about 100 subscribers a week. So thank y'all very much. Thank y'all. I appreciate that. And for looking at my videos and subscribing to my channel. So my channel is growing 100 subscribers a week. And show you something else here. It's pretty interesting. And a lot of YouTubers don't like to show you all this stuff, but it's no big deal to me. My iPad Air 2 tutorial hit 27,000 views. Thank y'all very much. And my Apple iPad Pro versus Android hit 27,000 views. And I got a couple other videos that hit over 10,000 views and 20,000. So, I assume that some of the work is paying off that I'm getting a lot of views on some stuff. And look, I work hard to make sure that I give the best content out. Now, as you may know, I try to keep this channel real. So I'm not going to do too much video editing. I try to go with the flow. If I make mistakes, people leave me comments. Let me know. But for the most part, I want to say thank you for looking at my channel. I never thought in a million years that I'd be doing live YouTubing. You know, that's you know, look. I have a lot of fun doing this, and you know, I appreciate it. You know that everybody look at my channel, and you know, we all have fun on Throwback Saturday. And for my Who Dat fans, I might crack this open next Saturday. Leave me a comment if you want me to crack this open next week. And we're going to have a whole bubbly and have some fun. So thank y'all very much. All right. But at the end of the day, I appreciate everything. We will have us some fun. And I talked about everything I need to talk about. I answered all my Q&A. If you do have any questions before I end this, leave me a comment down below. We're about an hour into this right now. And about ready to cut the cord and go have some fun this Saturday night. Throwback Saturday. It's time to go have some fun. So I'm just here to have fun and help. And you know, nobody really never asked me what this was, but yeah, hey, look, this is important to me right there. All right, guys. So this is Eric from Eazy Computer Solutions. I'm about to go on and cut this out. It's if you got a comment, you got about a couple of minutes before I get on out of here. Let me know, because I have a whole lot of this to do. That's right. I can tell you that, yeah, one of the questions I got on Facebook was, see if LSU could wait a minute, hang on, let's see what this comment is here. See if LSU could give some pointers to the Saints. Yeah, I mean, I agree with you, man. LSU right now 5-0. They playing real good ball right now. So absolutely, I mean, look, I understand who they play, going through some devastation in their city, and all my hats goes off to Carolina and stuff. But for the most part, I'm reading some Twitter. I'm sorry, but for the most part, you know, LSU is playing real good ball. All right, guys. So this is Eric from Eazy Computer Solutions. I'm about to sign off. I'm about to go have some fun. Hit me down on Twitter and Facebook and everything. Let me know. And I'll see y'all guys next week. Don't forget about Monday. Monday Morning Hangover. Thank you very much. See y'all on the next one. Peace.